and hear with our ears and forget the mind. So I was wondering if...
That's the heart. It's not follow the mind. Not follow the mind has to do with the wandering mind. And from the heart indicates that our relationship with Krishna. That's the heart. And so some sankalpa is not follow the mind. It's the intention behind your act of connecting with Krishna through the holy name. What's your intention behind that? It's not the mind. That's not going to hold, that's unstable. It'll help stabilize the mind. If your purpose is clear. Again, what's the function of purpose? It's stay focused. On what? Okay. Someone else? Okay. What's our cutoff time? Premananda? Huh? 6 o'clock. Okay.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Every day I sit with Hari to chant, and he has this question: why do we have to chant every day? So I wanted to ask, how can we explain to the kids why it is important to chant every day? If you could please help me.
I'm not used to answering questions of kids. Why does he brush his teeth every day? He asked that one too, huh? It's hygiene. And the heart similarly. So it's for the heart, from the heart, and that's why every day, because the heart it's taken a long time for the heart to become covered or polluted or contaminated or infected, and it takes time to cure a disease. So every day, because that's the doctor's prescription every day. We brush our teeth every day. It's hygiene. You take a bath every day. Like some days, and I don't feel like taking a bath today, so I don't take a bath today because I don't feel like it. I'll take a bath when I feel like it. Thanks, Mom. Every day. It's hygiene. It promotes condition of health. And so the spiritual health, every day. And then when you're healthy, then it's not a matter of you do because it's healthy, you do it for a different reason. It's relationship.
I told him that if you chant nicely, Krishna will come and he will personally talk with you. I don't know if that was a good promise to make.
Depends on your child. I don't know what's good, not good.
I'm just trying to understand, Maharaj, while it is nice to discipline, is there something we can tell them that like a result of what can they achieve? Let's say the sweetness of Krishna, play with Krishna. What is it that they can, we can explain to them the result of?
She needs to teach you how to articulate, because I got about 30%. Jumana Jivana, can you help me? You got the whole thing, yes? No, you didn't get it either. You're my sounding board. You spoke quickly and I didn't catch it all, so I'd like to respond to what you said. Say it slowly and clearly.
Maharaj, I want to understand, is there some result or something that we can share with the kids? Something that they will be able to understand?
Well, different children, different persons understand different things because we're different. And little children understand different things because they're different. So I don't know your son, but you do. You know better than I do, that's for sure.
Maharaj.
Ask your husband. I don't know your son well enough to know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Or other parents, you can ask other parents if you're on a particular issue, because you can't have somebody standing by your side all the time. So to evaluate with wisdom, and you ask him, ask your son, tell me what you've understood. Or help me understand what you've understood. Okay. I mean, it's a relationship. Okay, there's 3 minutes left. We're going to end it. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. This is done. Next one is Kirtan, and next to that is here with the spiritual year. So this is 40 minutes. So we'll try to cover a little bit from this class. Is that fine, Prabhu?
You are thinking about here with the spiritual ear? Is that what you're feeling, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. This is
Remember,
40
sir?
minutes. So if we finish 5-10 minutes today, next time we can complete that.
One quick thing here.
Yes, Prabhu.
Maybe can we pause here? We'll start that on Monday itself. Monday we'll hear 20 minutes, 20, 25, and like that we'll do. Monday, Tuesday we'll hear number 7.
Okay, okay.
The reason to say that is I have with me Mukunda Murari, Prabhu.
Okay.
2 things. I have a question for everybody based on what we just heard. But before I ask my question, Prabhu and Rajeshwari Mataji, anything that you'd like to say, or in general about what we heard today, or anything that you like, one statement from Maharaj, or on the topic or chanting, or anything else, any free flow for you. Unfiltered, direct to the point, please do say.
Just about, not exactly about the what we heard, but just about this problem of mind wandering while chanting is for everyone. So the practical way what different devotees do is to bring back the mind to focus on the holy name. I mean, different devotees have different ways to do that one. They have that. One way is what I do is to recite some very nice prayers from whichever prayers you may like from Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam. Keep reciting these slokas, and whenever you feel like your mind is wandering and you have to bring it back, that is one of the powerful ways to bring back the mind. Just wanted to share that. Other devotees, I would like to hear from others also.
Hare Krishna. Regarding motivating the children for chanting, the best is, like always, Guru Maharaj says that by our example, they will learn. So, and they are very smart, and they are they quickly learn. So whenever I sleep or doze off during chanting, or like whenever I'm doing something else during chanting, and like not paying attention to my chanting, my kid used to immediately tell me that what you're doing, like that. So when whatever we hear, first it's better that we practice it nicely with conviction. By our inspiration, others will be inspired. So that way, that is the one thing that I wanted to share about chanting. and about generally about doing anything with the children. For like when I give time for my child, he is very grateful and he wants to reciprocate with me. So giving time for our kid is the most important thing, investment, I would say, in my, that is the most important thing, I would say, quality time with my child. So like I used to talk here, mainly we have to hear from them what they want to say on various things, because only then we are able to understand where they are, what is their understanding about various things, spiritual subjects. So four five shlokas of Bhagavatam, I in the childhood I used to read Bhagavad Gita 4-5 shlokas with my son, and then as and when I started doing Bhakti Vaibhav and now Bhakti Vedanta, wherever whichever chapters we are doing, and whenever he's free, I read with him. So that way I make sure that, he is also, and then he always feels that I am his best friend, because we are not only doing everything for him, but also I am ready to hear from him and participate in his spiritual activities. Like together we do things. So they are feeling very joyful when we do things with them. So that is my understanding now that, people, when they see me and my son, like I hardly spend time with him now. But the investment happened when he was small. Hemangi Mataji, once when I went to the Yatra, I saw all the children were sitting in the front and taking notes during Yatra. My son was having some hearing problem, but at the same time he was playful. So Mataji used to tell me that, we have to make the children hear the classes, the Yatra classes slowly, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then increase their endurance. And then by what for during the real actual Yatras, they will be able to sit for 1 hour and take notes. So I started doing that with the Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam. Yatra lectures, like he was into reading, like my Prabhu also is into reading, and he was like a very voracious reader. How many our Ramayana books, Mahabharata books, whatever I give him, he used to read. So that way I was thinking, okay, let me, whatever little time I have, let me do philosophy with him, like that. So the stories he could recollect even after many years. So that way, whatever according, like Guru Maharaj says, that according to our child, we have to plan. We have to be consciously planning how we are going to give them Krishna consciousness. Chanting also, we used to like motivate him, wake up early in the morning, gently, telling them wake up early, because this is the only way we can do our rounds. The whole day will go otherwise with only that, chanting. So that way we are setting first example and being with them. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Wonderful point. See, we just took few words and you brought out the practical aspects. Thank you. Anybody else has anything to say? I mean, maybe I'll just summarize what Rajeshwari Mataji said, because what she said is actually profound. Most parents learn this after a lot of time, but she has implemented it and it came right from the best of the things that she did. Mataji said that in order to bring up our child in Krishna Bhakti, number one, it has to be by our example. Number two, we have to give time to the child so that not just for spiritual purposes, but in general, be with the child so that the child feels grateful. And when a grateful child would then want to do what the parents do. Number three, Mataji said, we have to read scriptures with our children and be ready to participate with the direction which a child wants to go. Number 4, identify the nature of the child and plan along according to the nature of the child. Some children are very studious, some children are into the arts, some children like a lot of play, some children want fun, and we need to bring in elements accordingly. And the final point is it is imperative for the parents to wake up their child and gently nudge the child to chant, because the habits that are formed in childhood are the ones which sustain. Did I?
Yeah, one more thing I just wanted to add is add fun in their life, like Prabhu like emphasized, and I recollect what we used to do. Adding fun means like going out on a picnic to a beach or a park. So very consistently we used to do, because our Bhakti Vriksha are also very fun-loving people. Where always they were fun-loving. So they needed a picnic to any normal park only. Normal park where we used to have Krishna conscious games. Krishna conscious games are plenty in number, given in ISKCON Decetri, indoor, outdoor. So whenever the weather is bad, indoor games, but compulsory games with our children. Because that is the only way my son till now, Amma, long time we didn't go out. Then I will, in our, they are all equal devotees. Many came at the, they are not trained by us in our area. They are, many are there. So, but we make sure that we have first of all a WhatsApp group for our area, and we will propose. First, I am the one who will propose. Shall we go out on a picnic to such and such place and that time, like that? And then in to our Bhakti Vriksha group also I'll put, and in this general group also. Then after that, people will say, one or two will raise their hand. Then I will plan the prasadam. I will go behind the Prabhu who is cooking Mass Prasadam. I will plan all the itinerary, like, who will bring water, everything. And every time Prahlad has seen this only, that Amma, every time only you will initiate and you will only complete it, like, till the end we will stay. And although we are grown up and we have done many, many picnics. In fact, Prahlad was born on a picnic day only. That's a funny thing that, when we were arranging a picnic for 70 devotees of our Mahachakra, I underwent pain and directly admitted to the hospital, and he was delivered. He's called Panihatti boy. Panihatti day only he was born. Morning temple services for Panihatti, and evening he was born. So like that in the picnic only. So I remember that, and it is always there that we are trying to every minute we will utilize in bringing them into Krishna consciousness. In the picnic also, like the tug of war, demons and the asuras and the devas, who is going to pull hard? So much fun we have had. So Prahlad always recollects, Amma, these games were actually making me. And in the beach, my Prabhu will Haribol game, which he learned from his Guru Maharaj in the swimming pool long ago. Jayapatak Maharaj, every time when he comes to Muscat, he will go to the swimming pool with all the Bhakti Vriksha, all the initiated devotees, everyone. And they will be tied a different color ribbon on their forehead, and green ribbon, blue ribbon, like that. And they asked to throw ball, and Jayapatak Maharaj taught them how to play that Haribol game, Hare Krishna game. Even now, my Prabhu can explain whatever he learned. So our system was always picnic. Through picnic, we used to attract not only Bhakti Vriksha members, but the children also. So many games we used to play. So they were engaged their free time. Whenever we get a weekend free without exams, public holiday, anything, first day we'll go for marathon chanting, Japa marathon. And the second day, nice hearing, full day hearing. The last day of 3-day holiday means third day will be full day out in the picnic. So they know the format. Okay, they will patiently cooperate for the first and second day, so, knowing that the third day they are going to enjoy nice prasad feast, whatever they want, and along with that, nice games with the parents, and everyone will be in the playing mood. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Mataji.
Your school vehicle is approaching your door.
So, yes. Anybody else?
Yeah.
We
Yes,
have Shak.
very much.
Hare Krishna, it was so nice to hear from Brajeshwari Mataji. It was really very nice to hear. And it's really true. I mean, picnic and something of that sort, if it can be incorporated, it's a great way to attract all, not even young kids. For all, it's like it becomes a fun activity, and through fun, it can be learned. So it was very nice to hear. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Vilay Prabhu, I have a question, Prabhu.
Yes, bro.
This is one topic which Mataji elaborated very nicely. One more thing which Maharaj said in this brief question and answer session was, just like a child has to brush every day for hygiene, we also do that initially for cleansing the heart. And thereafter, it is in the relationship. And then comes what Maharaj said, that you find out from other parents what they do. Ask them what they do or take their help. Ask your husband. He told all of that to the Mataji. And that he used the phrase, evaluate with wisdom. Whenever I have had, I had proposed some things to Maharaj. He said, okay, you can go ahead and evaluate. He used the same, very similar thing. As per your wisdom, how you think is appropriate, you can take it forward further. The question that I have for the devotees on this call is, on one hand, we might sometimes feel that this process of devotional service is avaroha panta. Avaroha panta means top to down. Somebody tells and we do. We follow in the footsteps of somebody else. But the moment we hear something like evaluate with wisdom, it becomes aroha panta, that we are trying to figure out what to do. So the question I have here to everybody is, what do you think is comfortable for you, or comfortable, or most importantly valuable for you, that somebody comes and gives you something and you do exactly as what they say, or you like to experiment by yourself? And the reason I'm asking this question is, in the life of a devotee, progress depends upon the extent to which, in one's heart, one is following in the footsteps or the inspirations of another devotee. That's important. And while that is important, when we hear phrases like evaluate with wisdom, it somehow makes us also feel that I don't depend on somebody else. I depend on my own wisdom. How do you reconcile it? So I'm rephrasing the question. Evaluating with wisdom and dependence on devotee. How do you reconcile it? And maybe you are just comfortable with evaluating with wisdom, not with the devotees or the other side, or you have found the right balance. Or maybe you have found some problems in it too. Maybe, and you can share your wisdom from that. So whoever is there on the call, if you can share something, it will be helpful for all of us.
Hare Krishna.
1 minute. Mukund Murari Prabhu would start here too. Please go ahead.
Yes, bro.
I remember this in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport 1.5.16. I just want to relate in terms of preaching the principle, that the question what you asked. There, Prabhupada mentioned the expert devotees also can discover novel ways and means to convert the non-devotees in terms of particular time and circumstance. Devotional service is a dynamic activity, and the expert devotees can find out competent means to inject it into the dull brains of materialistic population. Such transcendental activities of the devotees for the service of the Lord can bring a new order of life to the foolish society of materialistic men. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his subsequent followers exhibited expert dexterity in this connection. By following the same method, one can bring the materialistic men of the age of quarrel into order for peaceful life and transcendental realization. This is from Prabhupada I am read, what I have read. So, so, so as I understand, devotional service is a dynamic activity. On one end, yes, we need to follow the footsteps of the previous acharyas and the principles. The principles cannot be changed; it has to be followed as it is. But sometimes we need to at the same time, it is not a dogmatic process that it has to be go like this only. We have to apply we have to take the essence and apply it on time, place, and circumstances. But the result should be, it should be favorable. It should bring the desired result. What our previous acharyas want. So we see in our Krishna conscious movement also, like Srila Prabhupada made a lot of he brought a lot of things which was not done earlier by the previous acharyas. Even when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was there, even though he was a sannyasi, he used to travel, in suit and coat to different places just to preach Krishna consciousness, to make the other people understand. So it goes. It requires some kind of. We need to, according to time, place, and circumstances, we need to use our Krishna has given us intelligence at some times, but the principle it should be intact. That's what I understand. So it can be done in Prabhupada says it can discover novel ways. So it is very interesting. Whenever I read this purport, how Prabhupada wants does too. He is not saying that we have to exactly and blindly follow certain things, but at least for the preaching part, I can see that when he wants to use intelligent ways, like Shyam Sundar Das Prabhu's personal servant, when Prabhupada came to Bombay, he made that huge hot air balloon and written Hare Krishna festival. So that was something very revolutionary at that time. Nobody has done like that. So something like that. So we can take the principle and use our intelligence as much as we can to spread Krishna consciousness. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Vilek, you can pick out whomever you want.
Hare Krishna, bro. Anyone would like to share their thought? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, bro.
Hare Krishna, bro. Yes, bro.
Yeah. This is something I heard from Shyam Kund Prabhu long time back, or like very periodically. So one of the as an acharya, one of the key teachings or like what he wants to give it to the next generation is to empower them to make a responsible decisions in their life. It's just not like we are programmed to act in a particular way. Rather, an acharya expects that each one of us be responsible in whatever we do. This saying, endeavor with intelligence or enthusiasm, all those things, whatever, make a as per whatever your intelligence guides you, act accordingly, right? It also means that we should also be responsible in take responsibility for our actions. It's just not somebody is going to keep on telling us okay, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do. Rather, we we develop a gravity of thought based on our hearing, reading of scriptures, and observing other devotees, what they do, and take some action. At the same time, be open to that action. It need not be all the time like whatever we do, maybe the right one. At the same time, accept like maybe Krishna, even something is not going the right direction, recalibrate it, to refine it. And then at the same time, like something is not working, go back and discuss. And then like if there is a deviation is required, do that. So that's what I understand. Like when Maharaj says like endeavor with intelligence, like whatever has been bestowed. This is one aspect of it. Other thing is like Acharya is a person who makes us depend upon Krishna. So when we try to do things, okay, the other aspect is don't be too passionate about doing things. Even though there is a small, minute amount of independence for us to do things, at the same time, like be open to accept some repercussions which comes out of that action, and be ready to take help as well if it is required, wherever it is required, and proceed. So Acharya also is teaching us like that he is depending upon Krishna. Not everything is going to be smooth. So he's not a kind of problem solver. Okay, I go with a problem, Acharya is going to give me a solution. It's not like that. Rather, like here, there's a blessing. There are prayers which are going on in the background. Right? At the same time, Acharya is also telling us, okay, depend on Krishna, and with that, go forward. And if something is not working, recalibrate and do it. That's what I understood.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so yes, Shamkun Prabhu told, yes, definitely. Actually, this is a two-way process. I understood, but sometimes we cannot like articulate the things, or yeah. And one more thing is even when dealing with kids, actually, so we, I mean, I'm thinking actually, okay, so we have to give a good kind of knowledge or consciousness or something, but because of our this thing, and we are like demanding them, okay, you should chant or you should read or something like that. But even though I think like, okay, we should not scold or like, yeah, threaten them to do something, but because of, I think then afterwards I understood some we need a patience. So without patience it will not work out. Then definitely they will be at an opposite direction, they will go. So yeah, and morning I'm trying to waking them up morning, but it's very difficult to them. Because of that we our yeah, sadhana is impacting something like this. I'm thinking, but yeah, so we should put some time, as rightly said. Yes. And yeah, right, Prabhu. So one more thing is I wanted to add for Shamkun Prabhu's question, that it should be in a both way. So when you tell something, then we were trying to like implement whether it is working. So of course we are not maybe giving feedback what's happening. We are trying. Okay, if it's not happening, then we are leaving. So that's one somewhat bad. Of course, I know that. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. We'll try to like whatever you so sometimes no, whatever you specifically say some instructions we try to follow. Otherwise, if you are saying in a group, okay, this is like, okay, this is, but maybe we will not take into heart to do that. So that is also maybe my tendency. I don't know. So I have to implement whenever it is, whether it is in a group or direct. We should follow that. That mood I should cultivate, of course. That is my limitation. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your heart. Yes, Delhi, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat. So, regarding that, inspiring the children to chant, Long ago, I think in some forum we had a discussion with Nityananda Prana Prabhu that Prabhu, what to do, or children they don't chant. Then Prabhu said, okay, you don't ask them to chant. You, as Vijayashri Mataji told today, that you become exemplary, you do nicely. I said, okay, so I was not satisfied. I said, okay, Prabhu, until what age we should not, because that time my kid was quite small. So until what age I should, one second. Yeah, until what age I should not ask him to chant. Maybe when it becomes teenagers, at that time, until that, I should wait. He said, never. I said, what? He said, you took that. Did somebody ask you to chant, your parents, etc.? I said, no. You took the decision for this spiritual life, right? I said, yes. That's it. Let him decide. Whenever he wants to chant, if he doesn't want to chant for whole life, don't ask him. So that was something, it took a lot of time for me to digest that, because everyone around in their community, all the other children, they're chanting. My son doesn't want to chant. But then, okay, let me go what our senior devotees have said. And over a period of time, it really made a lot of sense about it. And I'm happy to see that my child, if not in chanting, but he's finding taste and interest in other aspect of this Krishna consciousness. There is no force to him. He's feeling very free to about it. And I'm 100% sure that one day he would be very much inclined towards the chanting also. So become exemplary and allow him to exercise his own free will is something which I learned from the devotees, senior devotees. Thank you. Just thought to share from.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Yugal Prabhu.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Regarding the question of Shankun Prabhu, from NOD, the essence of sadhana bhakti that is to fix the mind on Krishna. And Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport that Acharya's spiritual master finds a different means and ways to fix the mind of a disciple on Krishna. So there are, as Mukund Murari Prabhu also said, Harisham Prabhu also said, so one thing is that there is a principles. So we hear principles from directly or through books or classes or something. So those gives the principles, and the applications should be individually done that way, because the every individual has a different inclination, different things, and it also has to be done other way, because His Holiness Ramapasa Maharaj would always says that when we are practicing Krishna consciousness, it does not mean that we shut off our intelligence. So the intelligence has to be always on. That means we have to also do. We cannot become every small thing to depend and ask spiritual master. Then it becomes very difficult for both the ways. So that means that one has to devise means and ways within the principles, within the boundary of Krishna consciousness, and start acting on that. And if there is correction required, always go back and take guidance or instruction. But one should take one's own intelligence also into the picture. And the reason for that is that if for every small thing there is taken an instruction, then we are actually setting off intelligence, and that becomes, for every small things we have to ask spiritual master or mentor or guide. Second thing is that, and which I feel very important personally, that one becomes more accountable then when we are actually taking a decision within boundary of Krishna consciousness. So the accountability even increases to follow the instruction given by spiritual master. So it should be both the ways, according to the principles and instruction given. And second thing is that having our own intelligence, so that the accountability also enhanced. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for sharing your points. Anybody would like to add? Okay, we'll stop today, 7:15. वंशकल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।